think they won't start until 9:30 though.
It's another exciting day of cricket at the KL T20 Bash 2025. We have both the teams there in the centre. It's going to be Islamabad Sports versus the SNK Lions. And we've got Aryan in the centre for the all-important toss.
Welcome to the UKM Oval. Slightly overcast conditions here early this morning, and we've got a match between SNK Lions and Islamabad Sports. We've got the two captains, we've got the match referee as well. SNK Lions will toss the coin. Tails is the call. It's tails. Islamabad Sports, you've won the toss. Can I have a chat with you? What would you like to do first and why?
We'd like to bat first because the pitch seems that we're going to score as many as runs as possible. Thank you.
Yeah, and what's your expectation of a score that you want to put on the board?
150 plus would be a comfortable target that we could do. And yeah, good luck.
You have had 2 games so far in this tournament. Haven't gone your way, but are you looking to capitalize on this last game that you have?
It's the last game, so we're going to try our best. Thank you.
All the best. Thank you. भाई आप पहले बैटिंग बॉलिंग करोगे तो आपका क्या राय है उसमें?
वैसे अगर मैं भी टॉस जीतता तो मैं बॉलिंग ही चूज़ करता क्योंकि अभी थोड़ा है ड्यू तो देखते हैं लेकिन हमारा यही है पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के 100 अंडर 100 वी हैव टारगेट के इससे ज़्यादा ना जाए.
जी आप दोनों गेम हार गए लेकिन चांस था दोनों गेम को जीतने के लिए तो क्या राय है आपकी कि आप हो सकता है आप क्वार्टर फाइनल में क्वालिफाई हो सकते थे?
हाँ कुछ कह सकते हैं कि हम लकी नहीं थे लेकिन जो हमने गेम खेला वो काफ़ी इन्जॉय किया हमने खेला अच्छा गेम खेला. अगर यस्टरडे इस्लामाबाद जीत जाती पाक वुल्फ से तो हमारा काफ़ी चांस था कि अगर हम इनसे अच्छी एवरेज से जीतते तो शायद हम क्वालिफाई करते लेकिन चले अभी ट्राई करते हैं जो अपना मैच है अच्छा वो इसको खेलते हैं और इन्जॉय करते हैं जैसे ये पूरा टूर्नामेंट हमने इन्जॉय किया तो that's it.
All the best यार आपका लास्ट गेम है. Congratulations and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So that is the news from the centre. Islamabad Sports have won the toss and they'll be batting first.
Delivery. And also the right time to have my partner in the com box, Aryan, who was there at the toss. It's back. Welcome back, Aryan.
A very good morning to all our viewers from wherever you may be. It's a good toss to win. The skipper of Islamabad Sports decided to bat first, which is a slightly interesting decision. The slightly overcast conditions and the pitch looked a bit damp to me, but that was almost an hour ago. So it'll be interesting to see if there's still some dampness and some support for the bowlers as Islamabad are off the mark.
It's a very interesting take on that. Usually we see the captains deciding to go for a bowl first, early morning conditions, exploit those conditions. Here the captain says that he wants to go for a bat. And that's something that I was really surprised about Aryan.
Indeed, captain of SNK Lions said if he had won the toss, he would have bowled first anyways. So they got what they wanted. And we'll have to see how this match pans out because it's a bold decision, it's a brave decision to bat first under such conditions. And the skipper is there first up to face the music. The umpire there just having a polite word with the bowler saying you cannot run into the danger area on your follow through.
Yeah, that's a danger zone area which you cannot be running at.
It's in the air and it's been taken. So the skipper has to depart for a duck here. A good catch there by Walid on the second attempt. And Muhammad has got himself his first wicket and Raja has to depart. He was looking to go big.
First over, and a simple catch towards the mid off. As I said, this was interesting to watch. Usually you see the captains decide to go for a bowl, but here, the story is all different, isn't it? First man down, Raja, the captain, goes without troubling the scorers.
Yeah, I think in the end it was just, we see the umpire just having a bat check with the Islamabad batters, something we've seen quite commonly in the IPL recently. Good to see it being implemented in Malaysia cricket as well. I think the only potential explanation I can think of for Islamabad winning the toss and electing to bat first is that they have nothing to lose. This is their last game, and so it is for SNK Lions, as this group has already been sealed. Maybe they just want to put themselves in a difficult position and see how they fare. Fayaz in at number 3. That's beautifully bowled there, back of a length, hitting the splice of the bat.
Look at the bounce as well. An extra bounce that Mohammad's getting. The SNK Lions. It's a good toss to lose, I would say. Could be a blessing in disguise.
I can have a look at the pitch already. There is some grass covering on it. Though it may not be the live grass, but still there might be some movement considering the overcast conditions. Short ball there, generating some good gas here to end the first over. 1 for 1 after 1.
Yeah, not too many ones there. Wicket falling, just the one run coming. A very good start for the bowler. As the SNK Lions were asked to go for the bowl first. They've already got the wicket of the captain Raja. Gone back to the hut without troubling the scorers. Good little start here.
Going to see spin from the other end. Quick spin, rather a drifter you can say, especially with the new ball. He can turn the ball, can Vijay Uni, but with the new ball he just likes to drift it away, and he'll love bowling to the right handers here. Just drift the ball away from them and see if there is any purchase off the wicket. Aggressive captaincy as well, only the one fielder on the boundary at that deep mid wicket. Maybe not. Long gone also goes back. Just a single taken there.
Yeah, Vijay is an excellent bowler. Likes to bowl in the power play. Also plays for the national team of Malaysia. So has got a lot of international exposure as well.
Yeah, indeed he has, and he's been in good form, especially in the previous game. He got himself a 60 odd towards the end there in a losing cause, but nonetheless, it's the confidence that matters. Can he take his confidence into the bowling? That's beautifully bowled there. Once again, the extra bounce. The keeper had no clue either.
That was also quicker through the air, drifting in towards the batter.
There we go. There's the drift you were talking about. This time away from the right hander.
Narin, I've mentioned that even the power play is not a good one. That's half the battle lost.
And that's driven away, but slightly sluggish outfield here today, given that we've had quite a bit of overnight rain and some early morning dew as well. So you can see Vijay already wiping the ball the moment it went into the outfield. Yeah, but the power play is very, very
And
important.
that's why I was a little surprised with the bat first.
That's the end of 2 overs. Islamabad Sports 4 for 1.
Start with the journey as well. Just 3 runs.
So Mohammad will continue for his second over. He's already got a wicket in his first. Third man on the boundary. There's an appeal there. That looked really, really close. Maybe just sliding down the leg side and the bowler knows it.
That was a very good delivery there. It was really, really well bowled. Trying to get another wicket here.
This time, once again, peppering that back of a length. We saw him do that quite a bit in that first over. Coming back to your point that you're making, Harman, regarding the decision at the toss. We'll get to that after this delivery. Oh, it's on outside edge and it's gone away to the third man fence. A valiant effort there, backward point. Going slightly fuller there, enticing the drive.
The fielder did give it a chance. Had to fly for it. But he's missed it. It was a tough chance. Full marks to the effort. But a welcome boundary as well.
In all action here in the first 2.3 overs. Loud shots for LBW. A wicket, a boundary. It's all happening. Oh, beautifully bowled there, but just a bit too wide. The umpire decides to penalize the bowler for that. And the outfield also very, very slow.
Good lateral movement as well. Bowl that towards the middle stump or off stump.
Once again, a bit straighter this time. It's bowled well here, has Mohammad. Hasn't had luck going his way. He's beaten the batters on numerous occasions. He's got 3 fielders in that point area. 2 extra cover area. Short ball pulled away. It's in the air. Is it going to go all the way? Yes, it is.
That has sailed over. It was a good shot, although it didn't come off the middle of the bat, but just had enough. That has flown away for a maximum. Good clean striking though.
That's a good bit of counter attack there from Noman. Understanding that he cannot just stick around there without moving his feet against the bowler. Seems to be in control of his line and length. It's a good over this for Islamabad Sports after a slightly sluggish start. Sam full toss. Played away in front of square. Even with the sluggish boundary, it's going to travel to the boundary.
I just tapped it away, I would say, using the pace of the bowler.
I think he did well there not to try and hit the ball too hard. Might have ended up missing it altogether. So Vijayuni will continue. Long on and deep mid wicket on the boundary. Just a single there. Giving the strike back to Noman, who's looked comfortable so far. It's a quick single there. A better throw might have had him in trouble. Not to be Vijayuni not pleased with that effort.
More support from the fielders.
Oh, it's in the air. This should be taken. The bowler coming underneath it. And it's taken. So Vijayuni also has a wicket to his name in Islamabad Sports here. 2 down inside 4 overs.
He's got a wicket to his name as well, Vijay. Knows how to pitch the ball in the right areas. There you can see. Skied it. He wasn't dropping those. Safe fielder. Safe as a bank. Wicket number 2. Fayaz walks back. He won for the loss of 2 wickets.
Shahid Khan, the new batter, in at number 4. Can he do a Shahid Khan Afridi here against Vijayuni? It's well bowled. Right on the money here from Vijay. Oh, beautifully bowled there. And outside edge, he's looking for a single. Decide against it. 4 overs done. Islamabad Sports 21 for 2. Excellent over from Vijayuni.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery though. The way he bowled was a quicker one. Not a good over, just a couple of runs, plus that wicket coming in.
The umpires once again just having a word with the batters this time. They just seem to be walking on the pitch.
We've seen a lot of batters do that.
Definitely a concern, especially considering that this pitch has been used ever since the first day. You have to be careful about the condition of the pitch. So far, it's Still looks very hard and good. Well played this time behind square. Can they get a run out here? Direct it, and he was definitely a goner there. Leaving dangerously here. Hey, Shahid. Almost a second run out for him. Skipper deciding to go to the third over for Muhammad. And let's attacking the ribs of the batter here. Muhammad Aqaid. It's been expensive in his second over, but the skipper deciding to continue with him, knowing that he can provide him a breakthrough. And looked to go over the offside this time, but has managed only to lose his footing. Given his one bouncer for the over by the umpire.
That was a good delivery. Mohammad has been bowling well in this over, first three deliveries.
It's again a rib snorter there. It's been given as a no ball by the umpire. Umpire suggests that that was the second bouncer for the over. Not too sure whether that was high enough to be called a second bouncer, but here we go. A chance for Shahid to get himself off the mark and get Islamabad Sports back on track. Missed there. Just gave himself a bit too much room, and Shahid missed it altogether.
Good over.
Yeah, the captain entrusting him with a third over and is repaid the rewards here. As just 2 runs off this over. Still a delivery left, things can change. But so far it's been an excellent first 5 overs for Islamabad. Change in the field, third man comes in, long gone goes back. Knowing that he's already bowled the 2 bounces for the over. Look to be a bit fuller. Shahid yet to get off the mark. 7 deliveries. Short ball pulled away and gets it to the boundary. So good end to the over here for Islamabad Sports.
Yeah, the boundary was much needed. He's got that from the middle of the bat.
Into the last over of the power play. We're going to see the first change in bowling this morning. Ranga.
I think he wants to preserve the overs of Vijay only.
Yeah, I think that makes total sense to me. Is their most experienced bowler. And you don't want to be using up his overs too early, given that Islamabad Sports still have some batting to come. It's going to be more spin though. Long off and a deep mid wicket on the boundary. Good start there from Ranga. Slightly wide outside the off stump. Two fielders there in the point region, very close to each other. Oh, it's a full toss, and this might be a wicket here. Mid wicket comes underneath it, and he's taken a very good catch there. So the only batter who is looking comfortable out there has to depart of a full toss.
Laban will be kicking himself. That was a poor delivery. It was a full toss. It was a gift on offer. But the batter hands it out to the fielder in the deep. 27 for 3. The Islamabad United lose another wicket. We'll start for the SNK Lions with the ball.
SNK Lions possessing quite a strong team. Results haven't gone their way, yes, but both their games have been relatively close, and they could have gone either way had luck been on their side and had they done slightly better with both bat and ball. They lost a game by 3 wickets, and they lost another one where they conceded 220, which I think is a par score for a team like Pak Hong Kong. Still lost by about 30 runs. Game of small margins here is this tournament. Every game matters. These two sides will be looking to just finish off on a high, knowing that they both cannot make the quarterfinals. As Wakas comes in at number 5, Ranga will have his tail up, getting a wicket. Off the mark straight away is Wakas.
They need to build up a partnership. They've already lost 3 wickets inside of the power play.
It's just time for some rebuilding now. Shahid Khan played 8 dot deliveries and hit a boundary. Need to rotate the strike here, wide outside the off stump. Once again, some hesitation in the running.
A little in the centre. I think it's the pressure losing wickets as well.
It's well played there behind square. Slight misfill there. Just hold it in. Come back for 2. Once again, the umpire just having a word, telling the batters not to run on the pitch.
I'm sure he's going to give them a fair warning, but after that, there is a penalty as well, which can be imposed. It is repeated.
Ooh, that was in the air for a bit, but no fielders out there. It's the end of the power play. Islamabad Sports 30 for 3.
They've had a very good power play with those 3 wickets gone. 30 on the board. A lot of responsibility on Vakas and Shahid, the 2 batters in the centre.
Muhammad Ali is the new bowler. Just going back to the previous conversation we were having about running on the wicket. Yes, indeed, there is a penalty. If you keep doing it, you're given a first warning. And the second warning is 5 penalty runs awarded to the fielding side. Have to see how long the umpires can tolerate it before they go to that. The leg spinner being introduced, Muhammad Ali. Quick single here and a direct hit would have been close once again. Hesitation there from the batters. No damage done in the end.
Direct hit was a goner there. He was gone by miles.
It's again some hesitation here. Looking to take singles that are not on offer. Muhammad Ali looks like a bowler who seems to bowl with a very high arm action. Wouldn't be turning the ball too much, you would imagine.
He's going to trouble the batters with that low bounce that is not coming up to the bat that easier. A lot of pressure. Well,
A short cut away. Just a single. You can see why the umpires are quite concerned about the batters running on the pitch rather. You can see the bowler's footmarks already on that offside, and when you see that at the UKM Oval, you know the pitch has some dampness in it. Some short cut away, yet another single. Replay of the previous delivery.
that's another single there.
Once again, some hesitation. Once again, no damage done. There was some hesitation in the throw as well.
Yes and a no. But a good over. 5 of it, 7 done. 55 for the loss of 3.
You can see a lot of footmarks there on both sides of the wicket. This just suggests to you that there is some dampness and some wetness on this pitch. You don't often see these footmarks on a hard UKM wicket.
It's a little too paced wicket. Bit slow as well, I feel. It's not coming onto the bat that easier.
That's beautifully played there. Mid wicket inside the circle. And he doesn't need a second invitation with all that flight. Waqas getting himself his first boundary.
And that was bread and butter for him. Had a lot of time. You play that shot towards the corner. Boundary there. Much needed as well for the Islamabad Sports. They haven't had the best of times here with the bat so far. And it's down.
Well played once again down the ground. These two batters have managed to stick around there for a few overs despite not looking too comfortable with the running between the wickets. Called up in play has made the bowler change his mind and is coming around the wicket now. That's good batting by these two.
Another quick single. You want to play as many dot deliveries. Once and twos is very, very important.
It's quicker there from the bowler. Good variation shown. Wakas just looking to dab it down to third man. It's chipped in the air once again, down to long gone for a single. Last delivery of the over from Ranga, his second, and he's brought mid off inside the circle. Asking the batter to go over him if he can. He does flight it up in the air. Batter just happy to take a single, get himself back on strike for the next over. 8 overs done. Islamabad Sports 43 for 3.
Yeah, the good over. Eight overs. Islamabad Sports finding their way up in this scorecard. More overs before we head towards the drinks break.
It's going to be the leg spinner Mohammad Ali to continue. It's fetched it from well wide outside the off stump and hit it down to long off. Once again, some hesitation in the running. He wanted a second, did Wakas, but sent back. I think that was not the best piece of running. There might have been a second on offer. This could be the fielding there, extra cover.
Good bowling there.
And that's in the air. Mid wicket coming underneath it. He's watching the boundary, but it's gone over him there. He thought he was in play until the last minute.
Just back on ball. Good shot. Fielder just could see that sail over his head. Much needed half a dozen.
Wakas looking good here. This time looking good to go through the offside, but ekes it off the inside half of the bat down to long off. So after the power play, they've done well. They're looking good against the spinners. These two batters managed to push their run rate up close to that 6 runs and over mark. Beautifully played, straight down the ground, big gap there. But some football skills have prevented a boundary. 10 runs off this over. Shahid also looking confident now. Goes down the ground. Single taken. So 11 off that over. Islamabad Sports 54 for 3 after 9.
Good over for the batting side. It shows some counter attack after those silent overs. This was needed. Overs 54 for the loss of 2 wickets.
I think it might just be time to bring in some more pace. for SNK Lions. This two looking good against the spinners playing off the front and back foot, coming down the track as well. Singles coming at ease now at the moment. Oh, it's cut away uppishly, but in the gap. Oh, it's in the air once again. Long off coming underneath it, and he's taken a catch. He's taken the catch, and Shahid stuck around for 21 deliveries but has to depart.
Yeah, good catch there. And a good wicket. Just when that partnership was doing well, the wicket comes in. Good catch in the deep as well. He wasn't dropping many.
Yeah, they fielded well today. SNK Lions have taken another catch there down at long off. With that, the players will have drinks. In the number 6, Hashim Imran Ranga has bowled well. Scored himself 2 wickets. Once again, some hesitation. He slipped there, but the throw was just a bit too wide. And he's managed to get back in the crease.
There was a chance being missed out. Aryan, this could have been the wicket number 5. Again, that yes and a no. A lot of miscommunications here.
This time, no miscommunication there. Easy single down to long on. Yeah, all the batters have had some communication problems today. Lucky to not have yielded a run out yet.
They're already 4 down. Just 57 on the board.
It's well bowled there to end the over. 10 overs done, 57 for 4.
Good smart bowling from Ganga. Saw the batter moving across, bowling that wide length. Halfway stage, less than run a ball, and they've lost 4 wickets already.
Yeah, they were going fairly well until that last over before the drinks break that yielded a wicket. They were looking good for the past 5 or 6 overs, and they're looking to relaunch rather, in the next few overs, but they've lost another wicket and they'll have to rebuild once again. Leg spin of Muhammad Ali will continue. Haven't seen him turn the ball too much today. Some turn there. High arm action.
Yeah, good bowling. It's got a high arm release.
It's well driven there behind square. Can they come back for a second? Vijayuni there returns and very, very good throw. But the batters were always going to make it there for the second. Slightly shorter there on the leg stump. Well waited for by Hashim because he was very slow. Oh, it's in the air there, but it's going to land in the middle of long off and extra cover, and they come back for a second. It was a really, really good throw once again, but just couldn't get the direct hit.
That was in no man's land.
The last thing they want right now is to lose the set better Wakas. He's still going for those big shots, and this time he's nailed it over extra cover for a maximum. What a strike that is.
It's brilliant inside out. Half a dozen. Good striking. Vakas is the only batter that's so comfortable today.
26 of just 15 deliveries. Look really, really good. Just waiting for those bad balls and doing these to those good balls. Just rotating the strike. It's another expensive over here from Muhammad Ali. 12 of that. 11 overs done. Islamabad Sports 69 for 4.
Now they have to target every over 8 to 9 runs. Even if they can go for 10, that's better. Last 9 overs get around 90, 100 runs. 170 could be a good score. I think even 150 plus could be a challenging score on this track.
Yeah, that's what the Islamabad Sports captain mentioned at the toss. They'll be looking at 150 plus. On the other end, SNK Lions said they'd like to restrict Islamabad Sports to under 100. Have to see what happens in the last 9 overs, where this match goes. Change in the bowling. Waleed is introduced. Spin. We've seen a lot of spin in this inning so far. We'll see some more as well. Down to long gone. You want to come back for a second. Returns a good throw there.
Just a signal. They need the new bowler in.
the rebuilding going on at the moment from Islamabad Sports. They'll need to assess where they are in the last 5 overs before they can relaunch. It's in the gap once again. They're running hard. Can they come back for a second? Vijay Unida cannot get to the ball before they complete the second run. So that's very good batting, very good placement there, making the captain think about his current field.
Yeah, converting that into a double. Good running between the wickets.
Cut away. This time will just be a single.
Five of it so far.
Look for the swift shot. That's beautifully played there. The fielder just moved in front of square, and he's played a beautiful shot behind square. But only come back for a second. A good intent being shown.
That field was a little sluggish. And he got some more power that could have been a boundary.
So 8 runs off that Waleed over. 12 overs done. 77 for 2. For 4 rather.
Another 8 overs. 8 more overs. And they get another 70 to 80 runs at least.
Yeah, I think they've got some batting to come as well. So just assess how the next few overs go and then see what might be a good score. Single taken there down to long gone. Interestingly, Mohammad Ali is going to continue. I think the skipper of SNK Lions is loving the fact that they're looking to take charge against him. Might yield a wicket. Tap down to long gone. Herman, what do you think would be a good score from this position that they find themselves in?
I still reckon 160.
Yeah, I'll take some batting from here. You'll need to go at above 10 runs and over to get to the 160 mark. But definitely SNK Lions possess a whole heap of top class batters. Vijay Uni, Zishan. Quick single taken there. This should be a run out. He's missed. Oh, he's got the direct hit. There was never a single there. But the pressure of a dot ball has yielded a wicket. Hashim Imran looking good. But he has to depart.
That was again suicidal. Was there a need for that? It's just around that wicketkeeper's range. Direct hit. Just got that onto the stumps. There was no need for that. Literally, there was no need to do that.
We were just talking about how this partnership has looked good. That is the last thing that they needed. Lost half their side already now. That brings Mohammad Isan to the crease. Straight away looking for that big shot.
Isan's got the knack of getting those big shots in. Doesn't really take much time. Goes with attack right from the word go. Last immediately over. That's a sweep shot. Has he got that fine enough? Yes, he does. Ends the over with a boundary. 7 off it. Good strike there. Got that from the meat. That's the boundary. We've got 7 more overs. Ranga in for his 4th over. He scored really well today. 2 for 14 in his 3. It's back to the last over of the spell. Can he pick up a wicket? That is something they'll be searching for. Oh, misfield, 4 runs. Another boundary. Lovely piece of work costing them a boundary there. Hit for 5 and 13.1 overs. Oh, good shot again. It's back-to-back boundaries. Wakas continuing the carnage with the bat. Brilliant strike that was. A wide length. Around the wicket. Missed the grip there. We'll reload for that one. Another single. A lovely turn there. Spinning sharply towards the batter. His arm was just walked out. He was very confident. Boundary. Off the mark. Last little bit. As we flicked away. We keep the strike. 14 completed. 94 or they'll take the double. Called it a little too early. Good running. 14 completed. It's 95 for 5. 6 more overs remaining. Ranga completes the spell. 4 overs. 25. We get towards the last stage of the first innings. The death over is approaching. How many more runs can the Islamabad Sports put up? Wicket that has some purchase for both the batters and bowlers.
Yeah, Wakas approaching a half century here. He's been the only batter to have looked comfortable. He'll know he'll have to stay out there for the majority of this innings for them to have a chance at having a respectable total once again. Might have been a chance for a run out there.
Concern for me has been the falling in the wickets.
Just pulled away for a single.
One run.
Shot pulled away in the gap. Will it go to the boundary? No, it won't.
He's got a good field placement. Had the fielder right at the edge of that boundary line.
UKM has slightly longer square boundaries. Cut away, yet another single. Vijoni will do the fielding. He's still got his 2 overs up his sleeve. Be interesting to see when the captain calls for him. It's well bowled outside the off stump once again. Just another single.
And good up with that. One more delivery remaining.
That's beautifully played there behind square. Gets himself a boundary and gets himself into double digits.
Good finish to the over. Behind the fine leg, 4 runs. That's going to be the end of the over. 104 for 5 with 5 more overs remaining.
What they've done well after the power play has been the rotation of strike. Yes, there have been a few close calls in terms of the running between the wickets, and there have been some hesitation as well. But they've shown that intent to take those quick singles, not just looking to hit those boundaries, not just looking to slog them, use the pace of the ball as well. And as expected, Vijoni will come in for his 3rd over with 5 overs left in this innings. Oh, that's a quicker one, right on the stumps there. But Wakas does well to keep it out and get himself a single. This partnership looking good so far. They can get themselves to the 150 plus mark. I feel like they're well in this game. It's that leg cutter from Vijoni, and they'll come back for a second at ease. Fielder there, not really putting an effort. Happy to concede 2 runs. Just 3 runs off 3 deliveries in this over. Vijoni 2.3 overs, 8 for 1. And beautifully played there once again behind square. Seems to be loving that area behind square. Mohammad Isan. It's a risky shot, but it's effective at the moment. Right on his stumps. He misses and he's a goner. But he has the confidence to middle it, and he does just that. Once again, 7 runs off this over. Been getting those boundaries and the singles as well, so held them in good stead. Change in the field. Square leg goes well behind square now. Ask him to play in front of the wicket if he can. Vijayuni once again bowling that delivery from the front of the hand. Looking to just drift it in. That's a good end to the over from Vijay. Yes, he considered a boundary and a 2, but it's still only gone for 7. 16 overs done. Islamabad Sports 111 for 5. Waleed will ball his third over. That's gone in front of square. Can they come back for a second? Yes, they can. That's good running. Saw that the fielder wasn't charging the ball and decided to take his arm on. Wakas 2 away from a half century now. Slows it up, gets an inside edge, and this is going to be his half century. He'll come back for a second. Or maybe not. It's gone for a boundary. Not the best piece of fielding there. Gives Wakas a boundary and gets himself to 50. A bit comical there in the end. Very, very well made half century here. He's taking his team into safe waters here and giving them a fighting total that they'll look to defend. The job's not done. He's still got 22 deliveries in this innings. Sam goes straight down the ground. Big gaps out there. Good bit of fielding that keeps it down to just a single. Seven runs off this over. Can they get another boundary here? Watch out for that sweep shot from Mohammad Isan. Square leg is in front of square, so that shot is definitely on. Looks for that sweep shot and gets himself a boundary. They've not learned their lesson here, have SNK Lions. Still got that deep square leg in front of square and you're asking for trouble. So 11 runs already off this over. One delivery left. Now finally the field is changing. Deep square leg moves finer behind square. Now he'll have to go for the hard sweep if he wants a boundary. And bunts it in front of square. Can they come back for a second? That is beautiful batting here from the number 7 Isan. Promote him up the order. 17 overs done. Islamabad Sports 124 for 5. Vijayuni will bowl his final over. He's been the pick of the bowlers so far. 3 overs, 1 for 12. Can he somehow get his side a wicket? Beautifully played there. Vijayuni quicker through the air. And Vakas using his smarts. Just placing it between short third and backward point. Have a look at that again. Right off the meat of the bat. Now, Islamabad Sports looking competitive for 150 plus total here. It's in the air, long gone underneath it, and he's taken the catch. So finally his resistance has come to an end and Vijayuni has struck his second wicket. Slowed it up and the batter looking to go straight down the ground. Could only manage to hold down to long gone, but what a knock he's played. 57 of 35 deliveries. When he was in early, he's taken his side to what might be a competitive total if they are to have a good finish here. Vijay there slightly slower through the air, enticing the batter to go for the big shot through the leg side. And a good catch there down at long gone. And quick single here. Once again they've missed a run out and it might yield an extra run as well. The throw was definitely on. Nobody backing up. Allows them to come back for a second. But that was a very, very risky run from Shayan. Gets himself off the mark. Beautifully bowled from Vijay. And this time sent back. Good bit of fielding there, backward point. Vijay finishing off well here. Only 6 runs off the 18th over. Still got a delivery left. Things could change. This time he's taken the single. So 7 runs off this over. 18 overs done. Islamabad 131 for 6.
That was a good over there. Vijayuni conceding 7. 18th over. Which figures 4 overs, 2 for 19. We'll take that any given day for a T20 format.
I've seen 15 overs of spin out of the 18. Very, very spin dominant SNK Lions. Only that one fast bowler right at the top, Muhammad, bowled his 3 overs. He might be in for the last over. You never know. But at the moment, 2 overs left. Herman, can they breach that 150 mark?
And from here, I feel they should be earning at least another 20. 150 could be off the cards.
Still have Mohammad Isan, who's batted really, really well. He's favoured that sweep and lap sweep. But they've got that covered at the moment, so he'll have to look at other options. Maybe the hard sweep. Turned, but not turned enough. The umpire says it's a wide.
Yeah, that was well wide-ish.
That's a wide. Once again, just a bit too wide. You can understand the idea though. He wants to evade that sweep shot that Mohammad Isan plays. This time full toss then is missed out. Yet another single. 5 runs already off this over in 3 deliveries. Beautifully played there. Looks a good batsman here, does Mohammad Isan. Knows exactly where the gaps are in the field. The slow outfield means it won't go to the boundary. He's got himself a couple.
I should have been promoted up the order. Very handy batter. Came in a little too late, I feel.
Certainly, we were talking about that in the previous over. Should have been up the order, maybe a few positions. Oh, he smashed it over long off. The fielder there can just watch it sail over his head. Well, well, well.
That was brilliant strike. Look at that. Smoked it away.
And the fielder is behind square, but he says, I'm still going to hit it even finer for yet another boundary.
Yeah, this is good batting for Messon. First the 6, then the 4. You already got the runs on the board, 148. Now they should be eyeing 160 from here.
17 runs off that penultimate over. And finally we see some pace being introduced in the last over of the innings. 148. We talked about 150. Harman might be in for 10 more than that.
Yeah, that's a very competitive score. I'm sure the bowling side will have something to fight on with. Bowlers of Islamabad Sports will feel good with that score on the board.
I love to finish on a high here. Can they get themselves a double digit over here and get themselves 160? Mohammad Isan 13 away from a half century, 17 deliveries for his 37. Shayan just get a single. Oh, it's a wide down the leg side. Wayward start there from Muhammad Akwaid. All the momentum at the moment. Certainly has these extras. Given quite a few of them. And it's an interesting decision, and this could be a run out here. He's ended up sacrificing his wicket for Mohammad Isan. Still a wide though, so he's got 6 deliveries to face Mohammad Isan.
He's done the right thing, I would say. He had to be on strike. He's been connecting the ball better. Shayan sacrificing his wicket in that. But doing it for the team. I think it's the right call. It's the last over. Also with that, the 150 is up for them. I do think going into the second innings, they will feel that they've got enough runs on the board to get that 160 mark.
Certainly, they'll feel very, very confident, especially from where they were early on in the first innings. They lost a few early wickets. The skipper did mention he wanted 150 plus, and he's got that already with 6 deliveries left. Mohammad Isan will be on strike. That's the good news. A short ball and pulled away. That was effortless, but that's gone way beyond the boundary.
Even if that looks so easy. And this innings for Hassan is making all the difference, I would say. This cameo that he's playing. Some real good batting.
No
156 on
premeditation.
the board.
No premeditation there at all. Just waited for the ball and hit the ball over the ropes. What is Akwait going to do here? Is he going to go for the slow one? Goes for the bouncer. It's well over his head. Signaled wide. Interesting to see. We got some bounce on that ball. Went well over the batsman's head. Feel he has to take the pace off here. That's well bowled there. Right in the block hole outside the off stump.
Good delivery.
Again outside the off stump, and the batter looking to go through the cover region, cannot connect. Will we see some improvisation from the batter now? Loves that area behind square on the leg side. Fine leg is inside the circle. Can we see him do something and move outside the off stump? It's beautifully bowled once again. This time just took the pace off. It's been a good comeback from Mohammad Akwait.
The dot deliveries. Dot deliveries are pure gold.
Once again, another dot delivery that was in the slot, but he looked to hit it a bit too hard. He's relied on his timing throughout his innings today, but this time he's looking for some extra power. And unfortunately for him, he will not be able to get himself to a half century. But he'll love to finish well here and get his side above that 160 mark. Here we go, final delivery of this first innings. Gets a full toss, hits it over long on for a maximum. So he'll finish 49 not out. Islamabad Sports 163 for 7 in their 20 overs. What a comeback this has been.
More than the comeback, it was that last big hit to get them over 160 mark. 164 will be the target. It's not going to be an easy one. Hassan, you have batted really well.
Yeah, Islamabad Sports there. Noman there. 18 of 13. Raja and Fayaz both departed early. Shahid rather struggled. So did Hashim. But there was a partnership between Waqas Wajid and Mohammad Isan that got them to safe waters. And towards the end, Mohammad Isan ended up doing the big hits. 49 of 23, striking at above 220. Managed to get them into that 160 plus zone. With the ball, Akwait expensive in the final over. 4 was 1 for 37. Pick of the bowlers were Ranga and Vijayuni. 4 was 2 for 25 and 4 was 2 for 19 respectively. The rest of the bowlers all taken to the cleaners as 8 extras as well. We'll be looking to improve on that in the future games in other tournaments. So the target for the target for SNK Lions is 164 in their 20 overs at 8.2 runs per over. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. We'll take a short break and be back for the run chase. Welcome back. For the run chase, it promises to be a very, very interesting run chase, considering how things panned out in the first innings. Some early trouble for the batters with the new ball, but things got easier towards the end, and we saw some brilliant batting coupled with some ordinary bowling that has meant that the target for SNK Lions to finish on a winning note is 164. It's not going to be easy, but they do possess a good batting lineup. With that, I'd like to introduce my co-commentator for today. Aman, welcome. What are your thoughts on the first innings?
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very, very much. I feel it's a good finish to the innings. It's a competitive score. It is something for the bowlers of Islamabad Sports, especially from where Islamabad Sports were around 14-15 over. They've done really well.
Just not ready there, the umpire. The bowler a bit too enthusiastic to get his first ball underway. Slip in place. Third man and fine leg also on the boundary. He's got a short square leg as well behind square. Expect him to be slightly short of a length. Moise. Here we go. We look all set for the first delivery of this run chase. Starts waywardly down the leg side and it's gonna be 4 wides. Getting some good swing there, but a bit too straight.
Yeah, not the best of starts there. Sliding down the leg. Keeper did dive across but couldn't save that. 5 runs on the board without any delivery being bowled.
Has already gotten a sighter, has Walid, with that delivery about what the bowler intends to do. This time on the other direction.
Wide there. He's got 6 without any delivery.
So that last maximum that was hit has been nullified already. Can start afresh. That's beautifully bowled there. Stam gets the away swinger going. Abdul, always a handy option when you've got both the in swinger and the away swinger.
Beautifully bowled. Swing shaping away from the right hander. Good carry towards the keeper as well.
Once again down the leg side, the bowler thought there was some bat or pad on it, but the umpire not having any of that, so it's been a wayward start here from Abdul.
They've already put up 7 on the board, just 1 legal delivery. You've got to find that length right early on.
Oh, it's in the air. And extra cover coming underneath. He's taken a very, very good catch there. There was no calling. The captain and him were looking at each other as to who's going to grab it. But he calls for it and he's taken it. And Walid has to depart for a duck.
Wicket column up and running. 7 for the loss of 1. Islamabad Sports. That was a good delivery. A little full. The batter going for that big swing. You need to sky it in the air. Good catch as well. Will be relieved. Trying to make that as a big over. Going for a big shot. You need to find the fielder.
In number 3 is Muhammad Ali. All happening here in the first 2 deliveries. Seen 3 wides already, one that went for 4 as well, and seen him beat the bat, and now we've seen him get a wicket as well. Slip in place. It's a very close slip as well. On the money this time.
Another dot delivery. It's a good comeback by the bowler. Started off with some wayward length. Come back stronger. Especially that wicket will also up the confidence of this bowler.
That's beautifully bowled there by Abdul Moiz. Interesting intent shown from the batters. They're looking to go big early on.
How did I miss the edge?
Settle their nerves down.
Lovely delivery. Shaping. Just a little hint of swing. Brilliant bowling here.
That's beautifully bowled once again there. Just making the ball talk here.
Yeah, Moise. Right on the money. Little outswinger shaping away. That's the kind of bowling you need.
Ooh, ekes an outside edge there. Get himself off the mark. First runs off the bat for SNK Lions. Ends the first over 8 for 1.
They were just edged away. Brilliant delivery to finish off. It's that wicket coming in. 19 overs, 156 more needed to win this game. SNK Lions versus Islamabad Sports. The KL T20 Bash 2025.
Got an intruder on the ground. Looking to reduce the amount of dew present in the ground. Going back to the cricket, Mikal is going to be. Oh, that's an appeal and that's straight. You can not believe this. First delivery, right on the money, on the stumps. The batter not happy with the decision, but I'm afraid that looked really, really straight.
Yeah, that was hitting the stumps right away. There was no double thoughts on that. Mikal strikes 8 for 2. The SLN, some sort of a trouble, I would say. Brilliant bowling.
I think the only decision the umpire had to make whether that pitched in line certainly did, and that's crashing into middle.
It was a very easy decision, I would say, for the umpire. It's a brilliant delivery. Swing got the batter by surprise. In front of the stump. See you later, says the bowler.
Ijaz in at number 4. Here we go. First delivery has already got a wicket. Has Mikal. Oh, beautifully bowled there. No run. Got some height as well to work with. As Mikal.
This is good bowling. He's a tall bowler. He's bringing the ball in towards the batter.
I think good captaincy as well. Now he's got the gully in as well.
Yeah, that slip and that gully for that catching. Because you know that the edges might fly. It's a good call.
Yeah, I love that gully position there. He's not only a catcher, he's also there to prevent any easy singles that go in that area. Beautifully bowled once again. It's right on the money here. Looking good. It's been disciplined.
Mikal has been right on the money ever since he's walked out the goal, sharing the new ball. Picked up a wicket on the very first delivery.
That's well played there in front of square. Good bit of filling down at long leg there and keeps it down to just a single. There is not good running here from SNK Lions. We saw the running between the wickets from Islamabad Sports. They'll need to replicate that, if not better it.
And there was always a double on that one. You've got to push hard for conversions. And that's something that I think they're missing out at the moment. Try and add some pressure on the opposition team.
I think Sardar Naeem yet to face a delivery, says he's been there since the opening and he hasn't faced a delivery, so he says, let me just get my eye in first, let me just get on strike. And this is why he wants to get on strike. First delivery he faces, smashes it over mid wicket for a maximum.
And what a strike. Just that pickup shot that he plays. Flip that away. 15 on the board. First delivery looks like he's settled from the dugout itself.
Yeah, not the most pleasing shot, you would say, in terms of the correctness or the technicality of it, but it's effective anyways.
Brilliant strike though. Lovely timing on it.
Changing the field now. Fine leg goes to square leg, or rather, in between square leg and mid wicket, trying to cover both bases. Short fine leg comes in as well from that extra cover region. Straight away, just that one boundary has already caused a change in the field. He's eked an outside edge there, but just lands in front of that third man fielder. 8 runs off that over and a wicket. SNK Lions 16 for 2 after 2.
Sardar will keep the strike. Gotta get some runs in the power play as well. Looks like Sardar is going to go for the big shots.
We saw a lot of spin in the first innings in terms of the number of overs. Now we're seeing all pace from both ends here. Contrasting styles of approaching the same wicket from these two sides.
This is going to be an interesting battle.
Sardar not going to hold back. He's just going to go for those big shots. And Abdul Moiz understands that, so he's trying to shorten his length as much as he can. If square leg on the boundary, still a slip in place. And a third man as well.
Try and attack the stumps. I think that would be the length against the battle like Sardar.
Well bowled there. Shortening his length. Making him smell the leather.
I call it the perfume delivery.
He's got a very close stance as Sardar Naeem. His front foot almost is not in line with his back foot. It's very closed off. Good start to the over though from Abdul Moiz. 3 dot deliveries. Once again a short delivery. That's well bowled. Getting it short, but he's not getting it too short that it counts as a bouncer for the over.
So far, he's bowled well. Needs to bowl another couple of good deliveries. We bowl a maiden.
Something's got to give here. So that name definitely look for the big shot here. And he's gone for it, and it's gone through mid wicket for a boundary there. Not the best timing, but he's got the result.
Yeah, just enough bat on ball. It's the fielder at short mid wicket. That release shot after those 4 deliveries. 20 on the board.
he needed the release shot there, and he's got it. He gets himself into double digits and ruins the maiden that we had predicted. That's once again right in his ribs. It's a good over, nevertheless, for Abdul Moiz. 4 runs of it. 3 overs done. 20 for 2 SNK Lions.
It was really well bowled, following the batter. End of a successful over.
I was just waiting to see if they did change their strike, because the last delivery was played by Sardar Naeem. So it would be Ijaz on strike, and they've just crossed over. Deep square leg on the boundary. And a third man. There's an appeal there. It's good bowling. It's a good start this for Mikhail. Attacking the stumps on every delivery. It's been the fuller of the two bowlers so far.
He's also picked up wicket. His very first delivery that he bowled. That shows how confident he would be.
Still getting some shape away from the right-handers. This time goes shorter and wider. The batter wasn't prepared for that.
The short deliveries will urge the batters to make some mistake here. Wrong shot selection might be on the cards here.
Yeah, it's interesting to see they haven't sent out Vijayuni higher up the order. Experienced batter. Beautifully bowled once again.
He's a tall bowler, high arm release, that lateral movement that's troubling the batters, especially Ejaz. Sardar has been going for those big hits. But Ejaz has struggled, I feel, yet to get some connection on the bat.
Yeah, just playing away from the line of the ball. Needs to just get himself behind the ball, and he'll have a better chance at hitting it. Once again, just moving away from the line. Once again, 4 dot deliveries, as we saw in the previous over as well.
That required run rate jumping up towards 8.8 to Aryan.
Yeah, if it approaches that double digits, you don't want to be getting there, especially when the spinners come on. It's not going to be easy at all. And there's an edge there. That is a beautiful delivery and an even better catch there from the wicket keeper. So 4 dot delivery, something had to give, and he has to depart there.
I told you, these dot deliveries will lead to a wicket. What a catch by the wicket keeper. Ejaz's struggle comes to an end. He walks back for 1 of 8. Look at that replay once again. Mikhail troubling the batters. Leaning forward, taking that catch. 20 for 3, and still no signs of Vijayuni.
They got Vijayuni, they also got the left-hander Zishan as well. Both of those are technically very sound batters. They haven't been sent up the order, which is an interesting move to say the least. You don't want the run rate to be getting too high. very early on before you decide to bring them in. They both like to take their time. Mikal on the verge of bowling a wicket maiden here. Once again, watch out for your pads if you're a new batter. Probably be looking to attack those stumps straight away with that away swinger. As we saw, the opening batter wasn't prepared for that and lost his wicket.
I sense a Yorker coming in.
It's definitely going to be full and on the stumps here. Let's have a look. Slightly back of a length, but what an over this is. It's a maiden from Mikal. 4 overs done. 20 for 3.
Wicket made in 2 overs, 2 for 8. Good start for Mikhail with the ball. Islamabad Sports have been looking good. Decent runs on the board as well. We discussed it at the halfway stage, Arjun, that if they get around 160, it's a good total. There is something for the bowlers, and the bowlers so far have started off really, really well.
Yeah, certainly they had the momentum going into that second innings after that flurry that they got towards the end with some boundaries. And just the intent they showed in the run in between the wickets was very, very good to see. The bowlers have definitely taken all that momentum into the second innings. Abdul Moiz to bowl his third. Probably expecting him to go a bit shorter, but this time it was fuller. Sadar Naeem already struggling with some back problems. Doesn't want any more injuries.
And if Islamabad Sport can pick up that wicket of Sardar, I think then things will be very, very difficult for the SNK Lions.
You want your best batter to be batting the most deliveries in a T20. The best batter at the moment is Vijayuni, as we see another blow with that big in swinger from Abdul Moiz.
He's been trying to hit the ball a little too hard, I feel. He's a little wayward as well. Getting a little overexcited, I would say.
And I think it's fidgeting a bit too much at the crease there just before the bowler delivers the ball. It's moving away. Doesn't want to get hit. Finally connects bat and ball. After hitting a 6 off his first delivery, is now 11 of 11. Once again, and this time gets it down the ground. Can they come back for a second? It's not the best piece of intent with the running between the wickets. Perhaps it's because of the back injury that Sardar has. As you can see, he's holding his back already.
That's not a good sign. Not a good sign.
There's an edge there and it's been put down. He was wrong footed there because the ball wasn't in swinger. He got a thick edge there, did Muhammad Ali. The wicketkeeper there maybe just fell short of him, whether he carried or not. Once again, a beautiful delivery there.
That would really, really hurt them. Could have got the fourth man.
Stifled appeal there. Who's going to be missing the leg stump with the in swinger. But another top over here. Just the single of it. 5 overs done. SNK Lions 21 for 3.
5 overs. Not many runs on the board. Some good cricket, I would say. The bowling has been on point. A lot of discipline, a lot of character shown. It's exactly what you want.
And the last 2 overs have only yielded the 1 run and a wicket as well. So Mikal is back for his third. It's good captaincy here, giving both his opening bowlers an extended spell. They've already given him 3 wickets.
Also, these runs are coming in
Sardar
side
Naeem
of the power play.
goes in the air and it's been put down. And they haven't even taken the single. Well.
That should have been taken. That catch should have been taken 10 out of 10 times.
Sardar Naeem playing with a close face bat. He thought he was a goner, so he decided not to take the single as well. Beautifully bowled once again, Mikal. Yet to concede a run in his last 9 deliveries.
He's been bowling really, really well.
It's in the air. This should be taken. Mid-on coming underneath it, and it's been taken this time.
21 for 4. Kyle has picked up another wicket. 9 deliveries. He is yet to concede a run. He's picked up his second wicket in that spell. That's his third in total. Lovely bowling.
Yeah, Sardar Naeem is always going to struggle. First with his back problems and then with no real footwork there. Finally, at number 6, we see Vijayuni Suresh. I think 3 wickets too late. He'll have to do a rebuilding job now.
It's going to take a lot of character here to get into this innings back. We have 4 wickets down inside of the power play. It gets a little too difficult. There's the batting side. Both new batters in the centre. Very experienced Vijayuni. He's got to play a Vijayuni classic knock here. See his team towards that finish line.
He has the form to go with him. He has had a good day as well with the ball in hand. He'll be hoping to make the most of the form that he has and the momentum that is carried from the first innings. On a personal note, is against Mikal, who's been the peak of the bowler so far. 3 for 8. And wayward there and good keeping there to prevent a boundary. Looking for that in-swinger, you would think, first up. It's gone wayward and lucky for him. The wicketkeeper did a very good job.
Yeah, that was excellent keeping there. Also, I've been watching Mikhail and he's been bowling so well. Trying to get that onto the stumps.
And Vijayuni goes over mid-wicket. It's in the air. It will not go to the boundary because of the slightly sluggish outfield. We've had a lot of rain over the past week. With 2 runs taken, Vijayuni straight away on the counter attack with the required run rate approaching 10 runs in over.
That was a very confident strike, just flicking that away. And he got some more power that could have gone away for a boundary. He's really good bowling here. Asking the batter to make an error.
Short and cut, but straight to the fielder. Mikhail has been slightly wayward after that 9 deliveries without a run being conceded. An appeal here, but not to be. So it's the end of the power play. SNK Lions reeling at 24 for 4, needing 140 in the remaining 14 overs.
Yeah, that power of dot deliveries and wickets in the power play. The required run rate has jumped towards 10 in over. Will then have to bat really, really well in the upcoming overs here. You might see some spin coming into the action. There's the signal from the on-field umpire. 5 fielders will now be allowed outside the 30-yard circle.
So Shayan, we did see him batting a bit towards the end. So he'll know how this pitch has behaved. He's going to ball his left arm spin to Muhammad Akwaid. Starts with a very, very slow delivery outside the off stump. Beautifully bowled there. The most we've seen the ball turn in this game so far. He's bowling very, very well here. He's bowling really slow, so it's hard to target him.
He's been flattening the ball well.
Stam just getting a full toss, bunting it to long off for a single. Need to build a partnership, but they need to go at a good rate as well. Required run rate climbing at every over. Oh, that's a wayward delivery. He's probably looking for that arm delivery, the quicker one.
With that surprise.
He's flighting the ball and is bowling it quite slow, enticing the batter to just push at it before the ball arrives. Slight hesitation, but in the end, they end up completing that single. Just the 4 runs off that over. 7 overs done. SNK Lions 28 for 4.
Another good over on the bowling side. 7 overs and you've got 28 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets.
gonna see the captain himself, Raja, introduced into the attack. Couldn't do too well with the bat today. Be looking to have a good day out with the ball and help his side finish off this tournament on a victory.
It's the captain with the ball.
Quicker delivery to start off. Straighter, gone behind square. We've seen a lot of boundaries in that area today, especially against the spinners. It's well played by the batter.
Good striking there. Some runs coming in. Good runs in.
Some outside the off stump, and it's a wide, and they take the single as well. And there's an appeal here. Not given there. Good keeping in the end by the wicket keeper. But it's not a chance.
That's a top delivery. Spin cut away. There's a fielder there.
Yeah, required run rate 10.5 now. We've got 7 runs off the over. Can they make it into double digits? Full toss on the stumps. Cannot put it away. Only looking to go over extra cover. Only manages to connect with thin air, and it's a good end to the over from Raja. 8 from it. 8 overs done. 36 for 4.
Yeah, that's been good end to the over. Although he did concede a boundary. The over was done 36. Required run rate now jumping towards 10.67. Very near to 11 and over. It's going to be really, really difficult.
They have to find a boundary at every over now if they are to get the innings underway. Both these batters struggling. 4 of 9 Vijoni, 7 of 9 for Mohammad Akwaid. A bit too wide there. Can understand he's looking to keep it outside the off stump, away from the hitting arc. He's bowling a bit too wide. It's much better there, Shayan.
The left armers doing the trick here.
Just a single. Vijoni, can he look for a boundary here? Loves to use his feet as well against the spinners, and he's bowling very slow here. Shayan, it's well bowled. Just inside the wide line, says the umpire. Loves the slog sweep as well. Will he look to go leg side, or will he look straight? Just gets himself a single. Required run rate has breached that 11 and over mark. Never a good sign with more than 11 overs left.
Surely not a good sign there.
Misfield there. Single taken. And it's missed everything there. The batter missed it, the wicketkeeper missed it, and the fielder decides he's going to hold it back. Just inside the rope.
Good save there.
Sure. Yeah, it's done well.
Saving a certain boundary.
Nine overs done. SNK Lions 42 for 4. Vijoni struggling here. 5 of 12. So is Mohammad Aqaid. 9 of 12 deliveries. Have to look to take charge now.
We've got 11 overs, 122. Not a very easy side though.
Change in the field now. Extra cover comes in and deep long leg goes back. Have to attack the stumps here. And he does. But he still manages to get it in the gap, and that's beautifully played. It's a risky shot there because you miss it and you're out, but he's played it really well.
That was a very, very good strike. Good striking. Very good batting here. It's not a bad delivery. It's just the excellence of the batter.
Yeah, much needed boundary that. Need a few more. Goes outside the off stump this time. Does the captain.
Not the dot ball added.
A bit too wide this time. Have to be very, very careful here as Raja, because he's not got anybody on their offside boundary apart from the long off. It's a bit too wide. He'll get taken to the cleaners. Stifle the peel once again.
The dot ball. Stop deliveries. Take that asking rate much higher.
Looking for the quick single. Vijoni has to depart. There was some hesitation there. He wasn't happy. And look at the celebrations there. They know that they've got the man that could have turned this game. Mohammad Aqaid there.
Surely this man taken the game away single-handedly. So big wicket here. Run out straight towards the fielder.
He hit the ball and he took off. Vijay responded but stopped midway. Wasn't sure if there was a single. And then continued on his merry way, and he continued all the way to the dugout. And with that, we'll take a breather for drinks.
Back after the drinks break.
Off the mark there, Ranga. Lost half their side already. We're not even into the 10th over. It's going to be difficult from here on to get themselves a victory. Bowled well here has Raja after conceding a boundary early on. 10 overs done. SNK Lions 48 for 2, or rather for 5.
You've got another 10 overs, but that asking rate 11.60, especially when most experienced batter Vijay is back into the dugout. Things will be very, very difficult for the SNN side.
Shayan will continue to the left-hander. Bowled really, really well so far. Just not given any pace for the batters to work with, and he's been excellent with his line and length.
That's been good bowling by him.
Once again, slows it up and look to go leg side there, but he's missed it all. Ends up
Interestingly, the bowler was appealing for it as well.
probably got caught behind, but I'm not sure I heard anything from here. The misfield from the captain there gives them a single.
The singles will not help the batting side.
Again, looking for that sweep. We've got the field set for that shot.
Another single. Shayan has also bowled well, although he's not taken any wicket. 2.4 overs, none for 11. Economical.
Let's cut away behind square. Just a single once again. Just the 4 runs of it. 11 overs done. SNK Lions 52 for 5. Needing another 112 in the 9 overs.
That's probably a task which is going to be very, very difficult. These singles will not be your mode of action if you want to win this game. Excellent. I think half of the battle was lost in the power play. With 4 wickets down, many runs on the board. That was totally game changer.
Raja also bowling well at the moment. Just looking to keep that ball outside the off stump, even though he's not got that fielder. Extra cover knows that Mohammad Akwai loves to favour that leg side. And there's an appeal there, but just down the leg side. You would feel strong appeal not to be.
Yeah, there was an animated appeal there by Raja. He was missing the leg stump. Good decision by the umpire. He's trying to just build that pressure. He's a very experienced umpire. He's not getting convinced with that animated appeal.
Good bit of fielding there. Was there to hit, but the fielding there prevents a certain boundary.
It's another very good over, I would say. Raja has given run a ball in his spell so far.
It's gone in the air through mid wicket. To the fielder once again. Just another single.
Now it's 13.20. Aryan, I remember you said once it gets to double digits, that required run rate, things will be very, very difficult. That's the similar case here.
Ooh, Eeks and inside edge. Gone behind square. Will this go to the boundary? We haven't seen one for quite some time. And we still won't see a boundary. Yes, indeed. Required run rate over 13 runs per over now. Definitely getting way out of hand. It's all about playing out these 20 overs just for some batting practice. It's again an inside edge. Once again behind square. More work for the fielder there. Does well to keep it down to a couple.
Just the 5 runs. 12 overs done, 57 for the loss of 5. Excellent. Never in this contest. That innings of Ehsan is what made all the difference for the Islamabad Sports.
Cheyenne will continue bowling his final over, 3 overs, none for 12. Unlucky not to have gotten a wicket so far, but he's bowled really, really well. Varied his pace excellently. Talking about him getting a wicket, he's finally managed to get one, and you can see the delight on his face. Once again, slowed it up in the air, and the batter couldn't connect and lost his wicket.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery there. Using the angle well, straight onto the stumps. Lovely display of spin bowling.
Six down now. And slip in place for the new batter as he looks to cut and misses.
Very impressive.
Interesting appeal there. There was a miss. There was missing another set of stumps as well. You would feel.
Yeah, they were surely going to hit the sixth stump if there was any.
Probably an umpire's call. Once again, looking for that straighter delivery, or rather the quicker one, but he hasn't got his line and length right with that delivery today. Cut away in front of square, gets himself off the mark. Muhammad Azam, the wicket keeper.
And the dot ball here for a spell. 3.5 was 1 for 15. And he finished it up with another wicket.
Finishes with a single. Excellent spell of bowling comes to an end. Cheyenne 4 overs, 1 for 16. 13 overs done. SNK Lions 61 for 6.
The Lions have struggled. Those regular wickets kept falling. Not many runs on the board. It will be Raja with the last over of his spell as well. The spinner. He was none for 19. 103 of 7 overs. Around 15 and over. Just around 15. Every over, you've got to get at least 1 6 and a 4.
Raja has also bowled well without much luck. Away wayward down the leg side. This time on the other direction, another wide.
Back to back wide deliveries. Another tall bowler, Raja.
Oh, it's chipped in the air and just wide of the bowler himself.
Just away. Just a little away.
He must be a very pleased captain, ending their tour of Malaysia on a winning note. One because it's in the air. Oh, just the fielder there has messed it up big time. Was in two minds whether to go for the catch or not.
And also he overran there. You could see the ball was always going to spin. Didn't judge that. Welcome boundary for the Lions.
So I'm looking to go straight down the ground. Half stop there by the bowler, just a single. So considering the game situation, Raja has been a bit expensive. Hasn't had luck going his way either in terms of some inside edges. Mid-on was brought inside the circle before that delivery, and he's lucky to have not been whacked over there because it was a short ball. Another inside edge there. Raja looks desperate to finish his Malaysia tour with a wicket. Last delivery coming up. Should have said last legal delivery.
The bowlers heard you. Don't want to end up.
And it's been a fairy tale ending for him. Might have been just sliding down the leg side, but the umpire says you're a goner. And the skipper of Islamabad has finished with a wicket here.
Finally a wicket. We were just saying that he wants to end his spell with a wicket and he does that. Over the cards, 71 for 7 now. It's a little quicker delivery if you could see. Didn't flight it much. Trying to drift it. There you can see. Yeah, that was just around the leg stump or so. Finger goes up. 3 wickets away from victory. Commanding victory this one. It will be.
Just 3 wickets away from tasting victory on Malaysian soil. Our Islamabad Sports. 71 for 7 in 14 overs. Going to be a change in the bowling. Only the 3 fielders outside on the boundary rope. Deep mid wicket long gone and a deep extra cover. Sabur, the off spinner, coming into ball. Short cut away. Just wide of the point fielder there. Brings the new batter Wakar on strike. Beautifully flighted there outside the off stump. SNK Lions just looking to play out the 20 overs now without getting bundled out.
They've come out with a defensive approach here. Show the message from the dugout is play till the 20th over.
And quick single here. Good running. Yes, of course, the net run rate would be irrelevant in this game, considering both teams do not have a mathematical chance of making it to the semi-finals or the quarterfinals rather. Slows it up this time.
Unfortunately, both the sides have been knocked out. They won't get the chance to play the quarterfinals.
Some turn and offer there. It's 3 of the over. SNK Lions 74 for 7 with 5 overs left. The man who did it with the bat has now been called on with the ball to finish off these last 3 wickets.
But if he gets the 3 wickets, then that player of the match is 100% his.
Yeah, definitely. He is one of the main contenders at the moment, and a wicket or two here would definitely seal the deal for him. We also have Waqas Wajid with 57. It's beautifully bowled there.
Lovely flight, lovely turn.
And he's got himself a wicket. Was playing for the turn. It was a quicker one. Just went on with the arm. He played back to a ball he should have been forward to.
Well, surely there is nothing that he can do wrong today. Excellent with the bat. First over comes in. It's up a wicket as well. This is incredible. Back onto the middle stump. See you later. Couple of more wickets and the day would be done.
look to slog it through the leg side. Just evades the fielder there at mid wicket. Azam is looking to get himself a boundary, but more football skills prevents that.
Yeah, good little fielding in the deep. Football skill saving a four.
And Isan has finished his first successful over. 16 overs done, SNK Lions 78 for 8.
Matter of a couple of wickets. Get those wickets in. Build them out. Lovely view there. Look at those nice clouds out there. Serene pictures. The UK will call it the beauty shot.
Sabur starts with a dot. That was a beautiful view there, but the clouds are white at the moment, but you won't be surprised to see in a few hours those clouds are all grey, and it's in the air, and that is a beautiful catch there. Or is it? Looks like it's been put down. It was a good effort there. Got there, did all the hard work, but couldn't manage to catch it. Just looking at the forecast this morning, we have some prediction of showers after 3 p.m. Hoping that it stays away, as we have another game coming up. That game would decide the fate of the two sides.
So you will be in action in that game.
Let's not get there. Beautifully played there. Long on. Cannot get there. It's going to be a boundary there. Good counter attack here from the batter.
Good strike there. Very good strike.
Short ball. It's in the air, over, long gone. So good bit of batting here. He's just waited for it and smashed it over, long gone.
Good striking. Very good striking there. Smoked it up and away. Some runs coming in. End of the over though. 17 completed. 89 for 8.
Just 2 p.m. we got a 40% chance of rain, and from 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. it's 80% chance of rain. So don't let these white clouds fool you.
Just Malaysia weather.
And guess what? Focusing back on this game, Mohammad Isan has got himself a second wicket and has simplified the job for the match referee on deciding who the man of the match should be for this game.
Well, yes, he's got all the boxes ticked at the moment to be the player of the match. 2 wickets, 1 wicket away from victory. Bang on target, top of off stump. That's where the bowling coaches tell you to bowl. 89 for 9. Look at the points table. PHK have got 6 points. They've already gone to the quarterfinals. Park Bulls will join them. 4 points for them. Both the teams, the SNK Lions, Islamabad Sports, lost both their games. Islamabad will get this win. They'll be on 2. Park Eagles and KL Zalmi will be pretty solid as they have completed all their games as well. Park Eagles and KL Salmi into the next round. Group C, there's a game between AZRT and Light Global Sports, so there could be no changes even if they don't win it. The RCK have also lost the battles, and then the Global Stars. They have a game, the KL Gladiators, if they can win it, they'll be on 2 points, and that net run rate would really come on effect. INGC also has their chances if they can beat the KL Gladiators. Global Stars will closely watch this contest. The lot will be on the line for this contest. Very interesting game of cricket coming your way.
As we have a look at the batting scorecard so far, hasn't been much of a performance, and the game has been concluded, it seems. So SNK Lions have lost this game and Islamabad Sports have won by 74 runs. Not much to talk about in the batting front. Sardar Naim 12 of 15. Mohammad Akwed had some resistance, 26 of 31, and towards the end the wicketkeeper Muhammad Azam 19 of 15, but not much else. 18 extras also helped their cause to get themselves on to 89. Well, with the ball, Islamabad Sports, almost all the bowlers got themselves wickets, but the star of the show, Mikhail Attar, 3 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 11, and in the end, Isan there, 1.1 overs, 2 for 4. That decided the fate for Islamabad Sports. Both these sides will not be qualifying into the quarterfinals, but they'll be happy with Islamabad Sports to have finished their Malaysian tour on a victory. Don't go anywhere, as we'll be back with the post-match presentation in just a while. Welcome to the post-match presentation of the match between SNK Lions and Islamabad Sports. Islamabad Sports won the toss early on this morning. They elected to bat first. They put up a very good score of 163 for 7 after being in early trouble. Thanks to Waqas Wajid, 57 of 35 deliveries, and Mohammad Ihsan, 49 not out towards the end of just 23 deliveries. With the ball in hand, Vijay Unni was the main star of the show with 4 overs 2 for 19. In return, SNK Lions lost early wickets and struggled their way onto 89 all out, with Akwaid being the only scorer with 26 of 31 deliveries. And with the ball, Mikal Athar, 3 overs 3 for 11, and towards the end, Ishan, 1.1 overs 2 for 4 were the two main peak of the bowlers. We'll just have a word with SNK Lions captain Waqar Haider first. Waqar bhai, you had a good start with the ball, but you couldn't capitalize. Towards the end, a lot of runs leaked.
Actually, I say like that. We have target. This one under the 100, we can out, but because of we try with the spin, but we cannot control the score. So this one he put the target 164, but this one not big target because we have good player. But unfortunately, we have early wickets down. That's why this match is gone.
We saw with the bat as well, you decided to go with your hitters early on because of the target, but you had Vijay Unni, you sent him all the way down at number 6. Any particular reason?
Actually, we have good have a Pakistani players because we have today different plan. Okay, this one if we have a circle of us, we can reach out the 60 plus. Then Uni Vijay because he play very well. Last inning he also play very well. That's why I have mentally think if he go to the middle, then he can finish the game. So, but unfortunately his wicket run out. So this one have a big collapse for us. But this is cricket. We cannot say anything.
Yeah. It didn't work out for you today. Tough luck today and good luck for the future tournaments as well.
Inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much. So that was the SNK Lions captain Waqar Haider. We'll have a word with the Islamabad captain Raja Zubair. Yeah. How does it feel to be on the winning knot today?
Oh, it feels great. The boys were on top of our game today, so we were good today.
Yeah, and you won the toss. You elected to bat first on what looked like a tricky wicket. You lost early wickets. Did you have any thoughts on that decision once again of batting first?
No, I wasn't regretting on the decision. I knew that Ihsan Bhai and Waqar Bhai could do it, and they proved it. They done it this time. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a really good partnership they had right with the bat. Talk to us a bit about your bowling. We saw 16 overs of spin in the first innings, but you decided to go with pace early on. What was the thought? It really did pay off, but what was the thought behind that?
Our bowlers were on top of our game today, and they proved themselves that they could do it. And the youngsters, they gained experience from coming here, and yeah, spin came on later on, and it proved that we got early wickets then. Thank you.
You've done well. It's good to end on a winning note. How has your Malaysia trip been?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. The first 2 games were a bit. The boys went on top of the game. Now we're feeling good now after winning.
Yeah, all's well that ends well. Congratulations today and good luck on your flight back.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was the Islamabad captain Raja Zubair. Now it's time for the man of the match performance. We had quite a few good performances, but the one who stole the show was Mohammad Ihsan rather. 49 not out of 23 deliveries, and he got 2 wickets as well. Like to call on Mr. Suresh to give the award first, then we'll have a chat with you. ईशान भाई, पहले तो बहुत बहुत मुबारक, आपने अच्छी बैटिंग की और बॉलिंग भी अच्छी की. कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा कर रहा हूँ. और हमारे प्लान्स अच्छे थे कि हमारी टीम फाइनल तक जाने वाली टीम थी, लेकिन पहली गेम की वजह से थोड़े बॉयज़ का हुआ है, लेकिन दूसरी गेम बहुत अच्छा खेले हैं. और ये आपने देख लिया कि माशाल्लाह ये यंगस्टर हैं और बहुत अच्छी टीम है.
आप जब बैटिंग पे अंदर गए, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल सर्कमस्टांसिस था, तो आपका प्लान क्या था?
ये हमारा रात को हमने पूरा प्लान किया था. हम इनके मैचेस देख रहे थे कि हमने जो ऊपर से प्लेयर भेजे थे, इसमें वकास को नीचे लाए थे, मैं खुद नीचे था. हमें था कि वो इजी लेंगे और उसी प्लान पे हम चले. हमने जो आखिरी 10 ओवर में ये रन सारे बनाने थे, अभी हम और अच्छा कर सकते थे बस, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा हो गया अभी भी।
जी, आपकी बैटिंग बहुत अच्छी रही, लेकिन थोड़ा सा बॉलिंग के बारे में भी हमें बताया कि आपकी बॉलिंग भी बहुत अच्छी की, आपने टूवर्ड्स दी एंड आपको बॉलिंग मिला, और कैसा लगा आपको?
बहुत अच्छा लगा। जैसे हमारे फास्ट बॉलर ने स्टार्ट लिया था तो मेरा बनता था कि हम भी अच्छा बॉल करें। उन्होंने आउटस्टैंडिंग बॉलिंग की, ऊपर से ही उन्होंने अच्छी विकटें ले ली, और नीचे जैसे अब सबूर भाई और मेरा प्लान था तो उस पर भी हमने यूटिलाइज़ किया और इनको 100 के अंदर आउट किया, और हमारा टारगेट था कि हम इनको 100 के अंदर आउट करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
जी जी, आप बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की, बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग भी की, आप सबको बहुत बहुत मुबारक है।
थैंक्स स्पेशली मैं मलेशियन क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन, केल क्रिकेट एसोसिएशन और आपकी जो मीडिया टीम और जितना टूर्नामेंट का आउटस्टैंडिंग है। मतलब ये एक मैं यूएस में भी खेलता हूँ, यूएस ओपन, लेकिन ये उस लेवल का टूर्नामेंट है। बहुत मज़ा आया लड़कों को भी, और मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस जैसे टूर्नामेंट मलेशिया में और होंगे और हमारी टीम इंशाल्लाह पार्टिसिपेट करती रहेगी।
जी, हमें बहुत खुशी है कि आपको बहुत मज़ा आया, और हम आपको वापस बुलाना भी चाहते हैं।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Thank you. So he said that he's very pleased with his performance. They had a plan early on, and they tried to control the innings towards with the stutter in the middle, and with the ball he's very pleased with his own performance and his team's performance as well. So that's it from the post-match presentation, and we'll meet you back for match number 2 of the day.